G'day and welcome to the show. Well, this week I'm up at Cape York fishing with the boys from CY Charters, and we've headed down the west coast and have a look at that. An absolute cracker of a Mangrove Jack. We're on the Doughboy River, remote place, and some amazing fishing. Check it out.
This week it's tropical fish all the way. From top-end River Trevally.
Oh, beautiful, that one. Diamond Trevally.
To Capricorn Coast cod.
Well done, that's a nice fish.
There's a feast of finger mark.
A bit bigger one, nice finger mark.
Double hookups on hard-fighting tuna.
Oh, yeah. Well done.
Barra from a kayak.
Oh, yeah. Keep going,
A heart-thumping GT.
Big cod, is it? Yeah.
And a big finish with an even bigger cod.
Woo!
CY Charter Base at Albany Island is just off the northernmost tip of Cape York. It's an idyllic tropical fishing resort that's about as remote as you can get. But we've gone even more remote still. We've travelled another 75 nautical miles down along the Cape's west coast to set up this fishing camp near the mouth of the Doughboy River. Out here, some of Australia's best wilderness fishing starts just a few steps up the beach from the camp, as I'm about to find out from my first pre-breakfast cast.
Okay. Yeah, just a nice little trevally, I think. Just snavel me right there on the rocks. Look at that. Whoa. There we go. Perfect. Well, there you go. Little trevally. Just throw him in that puddle there and he can escape over the flat. Pretty good. See what else we can catch.
In the Doughboy River, the answer to that kind of query is never long in coming. And I've soon got even more of a fight on my hands.
Oh, it looks like the line's had a little bit of a shred across the rocks. But there it is, look at that. Beautiful Mangrove Jack. Absolute cracker. Let's have a look at him. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a nice fish. Not a better sight, hey? Or maybe a big metre plus Barra.
To answer that, maybe we need a boat. So after a chef-cooked camp breakfast, my mate Mick and I are out on the river with Barra on our minds and serious lures on our lines. Mick's the first to cast into that beautiful-looking structure, and it shouldn't take long for him to get a response. Nice one, Mick. But is it the Barra you're after? No, it's not. But at this stage, who cares?
Oh, beautiful. That one there's a diamond trevally.
That's not a bad sort. Isn't it a string?
Yeah, look at that. Have a look at the big sickles on him, Mick. There's like 100 different types of trevally out there. Just some amazing number. Like, you've never seen one of these before, have you? Have a look at it. And look at that. Look at the thinness of it. Little Jack. The current's roaring past at the moment like this, hitting this big log, and there's fish sitting all the way under there, loads of mullet on either side, so you'd reckon it's a prime spot for one of those great predators. And the Jack, he loves these creeks. Okay, there's our Mangrove Jack. He has got some savage teeth in there.
This looks like where a Barra might be lurking. And it is.
Well, that's nice to see. Right in one of those drains. Oh, he's going. Oh, he's off. There he is. They're pretty doughy. I think it's a Jack, actually. Mangrove Jack, nice Jack. Good stuff, Mick. Bring him in. He's a beautiful Mangrove Jack. You can see all the commotion going on the top of the water. I think it was a bunch of trevally all just scooting in and hammering all the bait fish, and these guys are underneath picking up all the leftovers.
Whoa!
It's when the big ones, you get the big ones, Mickey. Whoa. Big metre plus like that long. Oh, you just come up straight off the bottom right there. Just bang. Nice. That's a trevally. Yeah, he's a nice, so golden. Just come up off the flat. Look at that, beautiful. Beautiful fish, eh?
But not the Barra we had in mind.
Oh, kick baity. Yes, there she is.
So we move out of the river in search of a different kind of predator. And it's not long before we're into the thick of pelagic action.
And right down the east coast of Australia, you can do this sort of stuff. I know you can do it over in WA as well, where you just cast at big schools of fish. Oh! He's trucking. He is moving. Gosh, they put up a good fight. I think I've got it. You on, Mick? Double?
Yep.
Good work. Double trouble. Is it a tuna or is it a mackerel? I can't quite see. I think it's actually a tuna. Towing the boat along. Yeah, 1.5, eh? Coming around you, Mick. Come on, buddy. Oh, this is good fun, let me tell you. This is hard work, but great fun. There he is right there.
You don't want to come in, mate.
Ah. Gonna grab the leader, mate. Oh!
You said big yours?
Oh, just pulled the hook right there by the boat.
Oh, yes!
Well done, yeah.
How fat he is.
Here's a good fish,
Well done,
eh?
mate. Really well
He's
done.
hooked in the gob too.
All that bait fish, mate.
Yeah. No, he's a beauty. He's going over.
And that's the way it goes on another day in tropical fishing paradise. Time to head back for sundowners at the camp. Even in fishing paradise, success depends on your choice of the right lure.
Deadly little lure, these ones. They get down nice and deep, but you can also bang them over the snags, so they're a handy one in real snaggy country. And there's the lure, a little flats rat. One of the Gillies branded lures, killer lure. If they hit the timber, you can actually drive it over. These hooks hardly ever get stuck. If you can keep on that tension and keep it coming forward, they'll actually lift up over the logs. Good thing is that you won't get stuck too many times.
Still in Queensland, but further south on the Capricorn coast, Keppel Bay Marina is where I've launched my Quintrex yellowfin for some more of the tropical fishing that keeps me coming back up north. The yellowfin is my ideal boat for the reef and island waters around here. An easy tow on long highway hauls, yet sea kindly and comfortable when I venture out wide. And the Evinrude HO225 gets me there smooth and fast. With Garmin sounders, GPS and radar, it's equipped to get me out to the fish and back home safely. And one of the best things about Keppel Bay is the amazing variety of fishing spots that are so easily accessible within cruising distance from the marina.
Well, we've pulled up at a place called Strong Tide Passage. All the water funnels through this gap up ahead. And it means that the tides, which are absolutely monsters anyway, all go funneling through these two headlands. So, obviously, Strong Tide Passage, that's where it's got its name.
So now it's just a matter of waiting for the tide to bring the fish to great-looking spots like these rocks, where my tonic sunglasses give me the best chance of seeing the fish through the glare. And sure enough, before too long...
Yeah, I'm in serious trouble. Just go forward a bit, please. Yeah, bow left. That's all right. I'll be real happy when we drift out of here a bit.
I'll be real happy when I see the fish.
Oh my goodness. Oh, look at the size of that. Lucky you got a big net.
Oh, yeah, well done. Well done, that's a nice fish. Big, big healthy fish, eh? Couldn't go past the vibe.
What a cracker on a vibe.
Well done. Let's have a look at this big guy. Woo!
That's more like it.
That's a beauty, mate.
Stick my
Good
hat on,
stuff.
probably.
Okay, 1, 2.
Thanks, everybody. Now, if only I could get a grassy, I'd have a couple of my favourite species.
All right.
With the big codger gone, I decide it's time to try for something with a bit more speed. And again, before too long,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah! Whoa! Good fish! Not much I can do, it's up to you now.
Oh, that's a good fish.
We can hold.
Keep going back.
Keep going back.
Yeah, keep going back.
You're making, like, you're not losing line, so that's a good sign.
Wow. Nearly pulled me out of the boat. Look at that.
Second card.
Graham's just picked up a nice cod, and we thought, oh, yeah, there's a couple of islands out there. Let's have a look for a GT. Oh, yes. All right. We're in 24, 25 metres now. Should be able to.
25 metres and flat now.
It's a, oh, this is a nice fish. Generally, most GTs sort of, if they're in that 18 to 25 kilo, they're sort of a very solid, hard-fighting fish. But once they get above that, they're the real trophies. 30 kilo, 40 kilo, they're the ones that you really want to get stuck into, but they're very difficult to find and even harder to land. Not quite sure how big this one was. Let's get you to, yeah, oh, he's going around that way, mate, so just, you go left hand down. Keep going. That's it. Thanks, Graham. Ta.
I'd like to be able to do right-hand circles.
Oh. All right. Yeah, he's a good fish.
If you lift and then wind and let the tension off,
That's right.
as soon as they get their head down, the whole idea is the whole time that if you watch that bend, you're keeping his head at least horizontal, so he's not getting back down.
Yeah, oh, there he is,
got
colour.
him, got him.
Yeah, he's a nice fish.
He's a
Look
good
at that.
fish.
Beautiful big fish.
That's a good fish.
You can see why they put up such a strong fight. There we go, on one of the Shimano stick baits, and look at that, just in his mouth. He might even flick me out there. He's very close.
You want to have a crack at the net?
Yeah, let's have a crack at the big for a bill. Slip it under him. Here we go, but will we be able to... He's in the net.
No, we're going to get the net in.
Oh, now we got trouble.
Ready?
Hang on a sec, let me just put her up. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, my goodness.
There we go.
Oh.
Yep, there we go. Oh, big dark fella.
Very dark.
But that's a nice fish, hey? What a beauty. He's a fair lump of a fish.
It's a long fish.
He's a long fish. Yeah, he's a long
Just
fish.
watch that spine, mate.
Yeah, I know, I'm just trying to
And these down here.
get off. What a beautiful fish, hey? Big horse. We'll slide him back in.
and once he's back in his element, I know I'm not going to hold this fella for long.
I've got this beautiful grappler Shimano rod and the twin power combo. Nice and simple, and this is really good gear. The top of the line for Shimano. These rods are absolutely fabulous. They're quite long, so they're good for casting as well as fishing out of the boat. And the little twin power saltwater, absolutely ideal. We've got a 30-pound braid. We've got a 50-pound trace on the end. You never know what you're going to pick up here. Hey, aren't they big?
Look at the size of these things.
Woo!
Back to the comfort of the bar and guest houses at Albany Island from our Doughboy River camping adventure. We're soon heading out again.
Well, the boys are on the big boat. We're heading out to chase some fingermark or golden snapper, one of the great reef fish. And we'll be cruising around. The wind's, well, it's blowing 30 knots at the moment, so the swell's going to be up. It's going to be a little bit scary out there, but I reckon if we can get those baits down, we'll have a good crack at catching some fingermark for dinner. There's other reef fish out there as well, little smallmouth and largemouth nanny guy, coral trout, a beautiful fish there, and other reef fish, so I'm sure that we'll get stuck into it. But, you know, very important to make sure you reapply your sunscreen. You know, when you go out in the afternoon like we're doing right now, I've got this island tribe. This is 50 plus. It's working a dream.
And this is living the dream. For the CY charter crew at Albany Island, this is just another day at the office. Torres Strait, wind and all.
We're just off the tip of Australia. Actually, that's it, just over there. And there's some people on the end. There's always people at the tip of Australia. There's bus loads and car loads of people who travel up through Cape York just to stand on that point over there, right at the tip. And we're probably 300 metres away. Whoop, I'm getting a bite. Oh, here he goes. Oh, there we go. Nice finger mark. Woo! Nice one. Yeah, if I can.
Clean water, you can still see a little bit.
Yeah, just slightly, yeah. Big toothy critter. And hopefully the first of a few.
Even while you're enjoying your fishing, this is no place to take chances. That's why I always wear a life jacket, which today is a waist style because it's too hot and sticky for a full vest. And the fishing up here is always enjoyable.
A lot of these fish just absolutely love squid, and that's the bait that we've got here, as you can see. Very tasty for these finger mark. Come on, Wayno. Yeah, nice. Beautiful fish. Well done. Your Wayno. Woo! All right, big fella. Thanks, mate. Another nice finger mark. He looks all right. Well, there's about 11 of us, so actually 12 of us for dinner.
So it looks like you're on the menu, Mr. Fingermark, and you won't be on your own.
Ooh, just a bit bigger one. Mixed down there on one.
Rubble, that one.
Oh, a nice finger mark. There he comes. Yeah, nice fish. Beautiful. Nice, Mick.
What's the hoodoo?
Nice, Mick.
First one off the rank for me.
Beautiful colorations around the eyes, isn't it? It's like a real blue, aqua blue. Little red one, I think. Little nanny. Yep. Beautiful little nanny. Gorgeous fish. Come on, buddy. Oh, there he goes. Good release. Oh, there we go. Nice coral trout. Hey, he's a cracker. Definitely a legal fish, that one.
But even in paradise, it doesn't always go all the fisherman's way. So it's all the more satisfying when it starts to look and feel like I could have hooked up to what might be the session's grand finale.
Big cod, is it? Yeah. Woo! He's a big fella. He's a nice one. Yeah, he's a big cod. Wow, he's a big fella.
Big fella, look at the gobble.
Look at the mouth on that.
It's the last thing a lot of bait fish see.
Okay, there we go. Come round. Woo! Woo! Yeah, he flew down there. That's great.
Lake Barra Cottages is another Queensland dream location. Just a half-hour drive in my BT50 from Tin Can Bay and Rainbow Beach. A 240-acre private property with over 40 acres of lakes and dams, stocked with barramundi and Australian bass. It's loaded with opportunities for me to explore and fish from my Hobie kayak. It's the perfect place to get some me time. Just me, the kayak, and hopefully a fish or two.
Yeah, nice little fish. Just paused it for a second and he couldn't help himself. They are going to be powerful when they grow up. That's a beauty, hey? Not a big fish, but just a year old. That's how quick they grow. Beautiful fish. See you, bud. One of the great features about this Hobie is the fact that we've got reverse. Pull the reverse cord, and then straight in reverse. Fantastic. Now I found a nice little spot over here, lots of lily pads, and that's where you'll get the strike. Oh. Another little one, but a very active fish. Let's put him back in and we'll shoot away. There you go, buddy. Yeah, you're awake.
And that's the end of another show. Until I escape with you somewhere on the water again next week. See ya.